Day 2, as you can see here, was a very, very busy day. After our RT ceremony in the morning and breakfast, we headed to the salt mines. We're off to the salt mines. Whole big crew behind me. It's supposed to be fun for a guy who doesn't hike. I'm sure it'll be really fun.
Yes, it will.
How's the walk, man?
Good.
Yeah?
Baby steps.
Baby steps. All right, so we're at the top of the Salt Flats, yeah?
Yes.
And this is Heather.
Hi.
Hi. And we're at the top now, and there's a market ahead, so we plan on getting some stuff, hopefully, to bring back home to the folks.
And we're on more level ground, so it's not killing the legs and the glutes anymore.
Yeah, on this hike, I was at the front of the pack the whole time. I was never lagging behind, not once.
Nope, he was the leader.
Well, the only thing I'm the leader of was the leader of resting. No one can rest quite like me. But after we made our way up the mountain, we bought our clothes and we came back down the mountain, and as we were walking, I was growing more and more apprehensive about my ayahuasca ceremony that night. This morning, we woke up really early and we went to our meeting area at about 7 a.m. and we did a ART ceremony, which is like a Hindu ceremony, which was amazing. It was so good. And once we did that, he's like, all right, guys, enjoy your vomiting. So we did this purging ceremony, which for me was a big deal because I haven't vomited since October 6th, 2002. So to vomit for the first time in over 20 years was kind of crazy. So basically what they do is they give you a giant pitcher. Oh, it's huge, it's about that big. And it's like lemongrass water. And you basically have to drink the whole pitcher. And as you're drinking it, you will purge, you will vomit. And at first I thought to myself, okay, this might be a little embarrassing. But once I looked to the right of me and I saw this woman, her name is Heather. Once I saw her vomiting, I was like, okay, we're good to go. So let's do it. So drank that whole pitcher. And I have never vomited that much in my entire life. I was actually the first one to go grab the pitcher and find my little sacred spot. I was facing the mountains. And I started drinking it. And but I was one of the last ones to leave because it's really quite a process. It's not easy. And one of the facilitators here kept on coming up to me. He's like, it's okay, man. He said, drink, don't think. Drink, don't think. And so that's what I did. I just kept on drinking, not thinking, being inward. I know I'd kind of look to my left sometimes. This wonderful woman, her name is Hina. I kept on looking to the left to make sure she was okay. Look to the right. A wonderful man I met here named Alev. Checking out, making sure he's okay. And I just kept on doing that and then drinking. And eventually I ended up purging all that out. Once that was done, this for some reason, it's breakfast time. Let's go eat. And I'm like, I can't eat anything after this. There's no way. So I went and we had breakfast, and it was hard to eat. I'm not gonna lie, but I saw everyone around me was like eating like it was no big deal, but not for me. It was tough. So I barely had a few slices of mango and a piece of bread, and that's all I'm gonna have. So now we're just chilling, and then we're on our way to the salt mines, I believe. And after the salt mines, we come back and we have our last meal. Our last meal is going to be at 3 p.m. and our last bit of liquid, any type of liquid, tea, water, whatever, is at 5 p.m. And then at 8 p.m. the first ayahuasca ceremony begins. That'll be interesting. Before you do the ceremony, yesterday we had to meet with the facilitators and discuss our intentions. And I found it very interesting that there was a lot of stuff that I thought I was good with, that I was over, as far as things that have happened in my life. But as I started to discuss them, I realized I'm not. Every intention that I brought up, I break down into tears. It's amazing how we think we're over certain things and we hold it inside of us. We think that it's over with, but we don't recognize that it's still buried beneath so many other things. It's our day-to-day lives and wanting to make sure that we can just survive in society, I guess. So we just push everything down and think we're good with it, that we're done with it. Realized after discussing my intentions, man, I'm not. I'm talking about things that have happened 30 years ago. After the purging ceremony this morning and after breakfast, I came back to my room, which is where I am right now. And I just kept on saying thank you because, we really hold our lives in our own hands. No one's going to help us. People will help you, but at the end of the day, you have to do the work for yourself. That's something I learned in Vipassana as well. Vipassana meditation is that no one's going to help you. You have to do the work. That's why you're here on this planet. You've got to do the work. And I'm so unbelievably thankful that I had the calling and I decided to come here. And I've decided to work on myself and work on these, I guess for lack of a better term, these traumas that have occurred throughout my life and to get a better handle on them. So based on that, I'm really looking forward to the first ayahuasca ceremony tonight. I haven't done the ayahuasca ceremony yet, but I'll be going there in about 30 minutes to do it. Today we went to the salt mines, salt flats actually, which is just, man. We took a hike up there, and the landscape was just unbelievable. It was beautiful. And it was a real, actually cool bonding opportunity too with some of the other people who are here. And yes, we hiked up this mountain, beautiful scenery. When you get to the top, there's all these little it's like a little market. And there's people selling things. And so I bought a bunch of stuff. They take Visa in the mountain. Who the hell knew they had internet up there? But they do. So I bought a bunch of stuff and then came back down. And that was a lot of fun. And it's interesting because there's a lot of us here who haven't done this before. And we were just outside there talking about it. Some of us have some trepidation. Some of us are excited. Some of us, really want to heal. And I want to add to the grateful part that I said in part one, is that I'm really grateful that I'm here with this particular group of people. I can't remember. It was one of my friends who said to me, because I was supposed to come back in January, it got canceled. And someone said, it probably got canceled for a good reason, aside from the actual reason, which was the riots going on down here. But maybe it just wasn't the right group of people for me to be with. And I gotta say, I love our group. one of the gentlemen, his name is Adam. He's next door to me here, great guy, from North Carolina. He had mentioned just now that he feels that everyone here, we're also unique and we're also different, and we all each serve a purpose for each other, which I think is really true, because every type of person you can imagine is here, in my group. So I'm really, really thankful for my group. I don't think I could have handpicked a better group of people to do this with. And I think that's what's really important about this too, is that I know there are other ayahuasca retreats you can go to, but there's really something special about Arkana in the Sacred Valley. There's something just magical about this whole experience, and magical how this particular group of people, got together. I said outside, I like all you guys, but I really love them all. They're just wonderful people. And I find myself, half an hour before we have to go to ceremony, thinking about them and what their healing is going to be. When you come here and you sit and you have breakfast and just hanging out, talking and all that kind of stuff, it's a real safe space to really talk to people about why you're here, some of the stuff you're dealing with. And nobody judges you. Everyone's really just sensitive to what you're going through. And you really get to know people really fast. And because of that, I found myself, when I came back up to my room, I found myself just really excited for everyone, including myself, of course, but excited for everyone else. Because I want them to heal. I want them to be okay. I want them to tackle all the things that they've been dealing with. And, I've been told a lot of stories from a lot of people about what they're going through, and it's really emotional, some people go through some hard shit, and I just find it so amazing that they've had the courage to take their healing into their own hands. They're not depending on traditional Western type of fixes. They're doing something that helps them really look inward. And they're opening themselves up to ayahuasca, Mother Aya. Opening themselves up to that and receiving that information. And everyone wants to heal. I think it's just amazing. So, yes, that was today. Again, in about 25 minutes or so, going to head into the temple. And we're going to get this started. And I will be back tomorrow, or maybe right after the ceremony, to do part 3 for day 1. Which might not be until about 3 in the morning. So, not like it matters to anyone who's watching this, because you can watch it whenever you want. So, again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back with some of the results of the first ayahuasca ceremony. It's about 2:40 in the morning. So, I came into this ayahuasca ceremony with 3 major intentions. And every one of those intentions were met. And not only were those intentions met, but all the other intentions that I never knew existed were met too. I felt like I died tonight. And I've already told my friends this, felt like I died. And then I was reborn. And I was reborn right, without all the traumas and without all the bullshit and all the layers of nonsense that society puts on us. I was born right, reborn. And a lot of my intentions, like some were major, like what am I supposed to do with the rest of my life? That came through. And it was so easy. The answers were so easy. I can't believe that I spent so much time thinking about this and wondering and trying to understand. And when the ayahuasca, Mother Aya was talking to me, I downloaded so much information, and she was talking to me. Holy moly. She told me so much about every single person in my life. Everybody came up. And she told me all about them. She told me what I needed to do for them. It's so simple. We're here to serve. That's it. Whatever way you want to serve or help your fellow man or woman, that's what you have to do. We're here to serve each other. You need to recognize and realize that everyone we come in contact to is pain. They have pain, lots of pain. It's hidden. A lot of people will be like, "Nah, I'm good. There's so much pain there, unless they've done the work to heal it. And a lot of the things that we get from other people is because of their pain. And so I realized that. We're here to serve. So I'll tell you a story. About 6 years ago, I was meditating, and it was one of my longer ones. I do Vipassana meditation. And it was like an hour or 45 minutes, I can't remember. But during that meditation, the vibration in the room changed, and a voice came to my right ear, and the voice said, "Service." That's all it said, service. And it was a woman's voice. It was like angelic. It was the most beautiful voice. And I've been spending the last 6 years trying to figure out what the hell does that mean? What does that mean, service? Yeah, and I realized that it's so crazy because during the ayahuasca medicine, Mother Aya told me that I'm here to serve other people with no ego. So no strings attached. So many times we serve other people, but there is a subconscious string attached to it. And I realized that I have been doing that. I try to be a good person. I try to serve others, and but maybe deep down there was some sort of subconscious ego involved in that service. And now I realize that you're just here for people. Be here for people. You see, so many people when they're there's a lot of people, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are always helping other people. They're always helping others, always helping others. And sometimes those others can take advantage of the ones that are helping. And the helper can sometimes feel betrayed by that, right? They can sometimes feel like, oh, I help all these people and then they just take me for granted, and it's not right. Why do I feel so used? And they can end up feeling used and abused, I guess, in some ways. When you take ego out of it, it doesn't matter, because you are there as grounding for other people, right? You are there to serve others and understand that people are coming from their pain. Everything's coming from their pain. And your job is to serve them. Be there for them, whatever that pain happens to be. And if they just take your advice and they jet, well, so be it. Your job's done. You're there to serve. That was a huge, huge thing for me, because anyone who knows me personally knows that I've dabbled in a million different things, from acting to music to video production, motivational speaking, which is my career for most of my life. Now I'm at my job, my full-time job. But what it all boils down to is service. Any capacity that you can. If it's just to be an ear for somebody, that's service. If it's to, go out of your way to do something for somebody, that's service. When we attach ego to that, it becomes, I gotta do this again, or, this person keeps on bothering me about certain things. Oh, God. It doesn't matter. You're here for that. It's okay. It's okay. So that was one thing I realized, and that's huge for me. Very, very big for me. And I think it's going to change the rest of my life, to be honest, which is amazing. And I literally had 1,000 different downloads. I can't even tell you how much stuff. Yeah, I realized that everybody I come into contact with it is my brother and is my sister. So that all boils down to connection, right? Like, you always hear that, the common phrase, we are all one. We are one. Well, what does that mean? We're all brothers and sisters. We're all in this together. Life together. It's crazy being on a third dimensional reality and having to deal with third dimensional problems when we are not third dimensional spirits, our souls. So to have this physical experience is tough. But we all come from the same place. And we're all brothers and sisters, and we're all here to help each other out. And whether we get taken advantage of or not, so be it. I came to some understandings about God, which I have struggled with for, a long time. A really, really long time. I've always dabbled in the metaphysical things, and which I still love, and I still 100% believe in. But behind all that, there's God. No doubt. No fucking doubt. The way this medicine works is insane. Insane. It was like every time the shamans would sing a new song, a new issue would come up, and then I would start convulsing, like violently convulsing. It was 6 hours of convulsing. There were some good times too, but it was like 6 hours of convulsing. And each time they sang a new song, a new issue would come up. I'd shake violently and I'd let it all out. It felt like it was all just being removed from me. It's unbelievable. I can't put this into words. I'm trying my best. So yeah, I'm sure there's so much more. I can't even comprehend it right now. And from what I'm told, that Aya keeps on working on you after you're done. It's going to work on you for weeks and weeks and months and months and months. You'll have new revelations and things like that. And if you were able to stay through this whole long monologue, congratulations. And thanks so much for even listening. And I hope that, one other thing I wanted to say is that I hope that people try this. It's safe. It's safe as long as you let go. There were people at my ceremony that had a hard time, had a really hard time. And I recognized that, and I was trying to send them love the whole time. And But if you really just let go and let the medicine do its work, you will be amazed at some of the things you can heal. So I urge everyone to give it a try. Try it. If you've got issues, if you've got things you're dealing with and nothing is working for you, do yourself a favor and come to Arkana and do this in the Sacred Valley. These people here, these facilitators, are unbelievable. They know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what you want at the right time. They know what you need, and they come and they help you. And you feel like it's never going to end. Just when you feel like, oh, we're done. There's like this really nice, calm, serene part of it. You know, there's a harp playing, and Tende was playing a harp. Then it starts up again. Oh, there's more, and more, and more, and more. And you just keep on purging. As far as purging goes, I know a lot of people are interested in that. I did every type of purging, all of them. So one of the facilitators, Chandler, had mentioned that there's so many different types of purging. Some could be you have to go to the washroom to let it out through number 2. See, I'm still purging some stuff here too. Or you could throw up, or you could just yawn, or you can, there's so many more. You can shake back and forth. I was doing a lot of that. Letting stuff out, I was blowing stuff out. All the purging is good. It's really, really good. You can feel those issues just coming up and gone. It is a wonderful, wonderful medicine. You will feel love. Actually, I shouldn't say that, because it's not the same for everybody. They have a saying that the medicine doesn't give you what you want, it gives you what you need. Fuck, I got everything I needed. Everything. So that being said, I don't feel it necessary for me to do any more ceremonies. I will, however, sit in on the ceremonies and be there as an energy presence. Because I really feel I got exactly what I came here for. And I feel like I'm good. I feel like I'm good. So yeah, come to Arkana. Give it a shot. Give it a try. Let go, release, surrender, and let the medicine do its work. And that was my first ayahuasca experience. Thanks so much. If you sat through that, I know that was a lot to listen to. So thanks for sitting through that and listening. Next Monday, I'll be talking about day 2 and the experience of sitting in an ayahuasca ceremony without taking ayahuasca, which proved to be a whole experience on its own. Very different, yet at the same time, pretty similar. See ya then.